And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fournette running right. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as good running gets him to about the 44. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. On play action, now Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Back to throw. Brady. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Myles Gaskin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for 2. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44, Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And all the way down to the 27. 141 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Tua going to throw. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to pass. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On first down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a play fake, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A Fort Lauderdale native back near home, Giovanni Bernard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. 3 yards the gain there, second down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Gaskin again on second down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights him off. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 165 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle from 21 yards away. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And down inside the 15 he goes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Tua, a final shot before half. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Room to run for Gaskin. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Open net is Waddle, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. On the move to his left. And it's caught. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. On 3rd down, Fournette. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together, a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. They run the counter now on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Brady. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 74 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is Tony Pollard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Prescott yet again. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks good. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. Eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And some space here. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. 112 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now Pollard. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Elliott. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Prescott on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jordan Elliott coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Harrison Bryant, 37 yards, and the Browns add on to their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 147 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Mayfield. That one caught by Felton. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That's going to be taken in by Felton. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Buying time to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Prescott to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Browns defense stands tall. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action. Mayfield steps away. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Chubb on the counter. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. They run for it with Hunt. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Mayfield rolling to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 76 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A give. This is Chubb. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And again, it's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Handoff comes to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. The 30. 10, 5, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 2. What a spectacular return. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Pollard to return from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 201 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. He will push his way down to about the 14. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Kevin Stefanski is going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now Pollard. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some doubt.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Pollard to return from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Play action now, Prescott. Dancing to his left. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34.